This three-part workshop will support school leaders engaged in the Principal Performance Appraisal, or PPA process, either as appraiser or appraisee. It is a self-guided tool and is intended to connect the PPA within the context of the Ontario Leadership Strategy and the Ontario Leadership Framework, and more importantly, highlight ways to encourage collaboration, cooperation, and affirmation in promoting excellent leadership and healthy relationships, as well as provide opportunities for respectful professional dialogue and courageous conversations. Part 1, Setting the Context, reviews the background for the appraisal process in the context of Ministry of Education priorities and the overall Ontario Leadership Strategy. In their pastoral letters to educators, the Assembly of Catholic Bishops of Ontario captures both the opportunity and responsibilities that are before Catholic educators. Principals and vice principals. As no one else, you who are principals and vice principals have a unique opportunity to create the character of your school. Your reach extends both into the classroom and into the community. The life, the values, and the feeling of each school derive in large part from your commitment to your staff, to your students, and to the gospel. The challenge of leadership. We believe that those entrusted with administrative leadership positions in the Catholic schools must be conspicuous for their goodness, sincerity, and attachment to the faith. In other words, they are men and women who demonstrate in practice the very reason for the Catholic school's existence, an integrated Christian maturity inspired by the gospel and lived in authentic freedom and commitment. In 2013, the Ministry of Education updated its provincial priorities and published a renewed set of goals for improved student achievement and well-being. The renewed ministry goals are as follows: achieving excellence for students and educators, enduring equity so all are inspired to reach full potential, promoting well-being to enhance mental and physical health, positive sense of self and belonging, skills to make positive choices, enhancing public confidence in a publicly funded education system that helps develop new generations of confident, capable, and caring citizens. These four goals are interconnected. Success in any one leads to success in the others. Research findings show that the effectiveness of our leaders is critical to the success and sustainability of system-wide improvement. We know that school leadership matters. Over the last few years, the Ministry of Education has directed considerable resources to the development of aspiring school leaders, as well as providing structures to foster ongoing professional development among practicing administrators. Next to the classroom teacher, the school principal is the most important role that impacts on student achievement. Principals and vice principals play a critical role in focusing decisions and actions on improving student achievement and well-being. Successful schools have a synergy and a commonality of purpose that is inspired, articulated, and facilitated by the school principal. The enactment of the goals within the Ontario Leadership Strategy requires a complex set of skills, competencies, and personal leadership resources as identified in the Ontario Leadership Framework and within the context of Catholic school leadership. Ken Leithwood states, "The principal of the future must lead a complex learning organization by helping to establish new cultures in schools that have deep capacities to engage in continuous problem-solving and improvement." The Ontario Leadership Framework identifies the work of principals and vice principals as setting directions, building relationships, developing people and the organization, leading the instructional program, securing accountability, and drawing upon the personal leadership resources. This ministry document contains the background, process, and relevant templates for the successful implementation of the PPA. It informs school boards, supervisory officers, principals, vice principals, teachers, students, and members of the community about the requirements of the principal-vice principal performance appraisal process. The manual provides a clear and concise overview of the components, tools that can be used in conducting appraisals, sample templates of the annual growth plan, performance plan, and improvement plan, which a board may customize, and the mandatory template of the summative report form. Several additional resources for both appraiser and appraisee may be found on the Ministry of Education website and are hyperlinked in the resources section found below this screen. Other valuable leadership development resources can be found on the Institute for Education Leadership website, which is also below.